Blink-182's original drummer Scott Raynor would be fired from the group just as the band was getting their first taste of mainstream success. But was his firing related solely to his personal problems, or was there more? That's what we're going to explore in today's video. Scott Raynor would hail from Poway, California, and pick up drums at the age of 11. He would meet vocalist and guitarist Tom Delonge at a party where the duo hit it off and decided to form a band, and they needed to now find a bass player. Delonge would meet bassist Mark Hoppusd, and by 1992, Blink-182 was formed, albeit at the time they were just called Blink, and the band would audition in Raynor's basement since he had done the best job of soundproofing his basement using egg carton shells. The band's first show would take place at a biker bar for one patron. The band would release their first LP, Buddha, in 1994 on the label Filter Records. The following year, the band would put out Cheshire Cat, and it was around the time the band added 182 to their name because a band across the pond already had the name Blink and threatened the group with litigation. The tour to support Cheshire Cat saw the band play their first set of overseas shows and tour alongside Pennywise. The band soon caught the attention of major label MCA, who signed the group, putting out their commercial breakthrough 1997's Dude Ranch. The album would end up going gold, but during the tour to support the record the following year, the band parted ways with Raynor. His drinking was creating tension within the group, but is that the full story? Others have pointed to disagreements over business and creative decisions. Raynor was just 14 when he joined the band. In fact, he had expressed a desire to at some point go to college and even brought homework with him on tour to get his high school diploma. In 1996, when the band was being courted by major labels, including MCA, Epitaph, and Interscope, Raynor wanted to sign with Epitaph instead of MCA. It was during the making of their album Dude Ranch that Raynor apparently broke both heels in a drunken accident and recorded Dude Ranch while he was still on crutches. Producer Mark Trombino would recall the sessions telling MTV, right after they signed their deal with MCA, they were celebrating, and Scott, I don't know what exactly happened, but he jumped off a roof and broke both his feet. By the time he made the record, he still had a cast on one foot and he was in a wheelchair. He would wheelchair up to the drum set and scoot onto the drum throne and play. I got the sense that they were bummed, and maybe this was the start of whatever came to be. I didn't sense any major tension, but he did amazing. As the band dealt with their newfound fame and success, it also created tensions within the band. The band had a lot of touring commitments and press and were feeling burnt out, and by February of 1998, the band toured as part of the Snowcore Tour, basically the winter version of the Warped Tour. It was during this tour Raynor left to deal with a tragic loss in his family, and Aquabats drummer Travis Barker was brought in as a replacement. Upon returning to the band, Raynor's relationship with his bandmates was tense, and he soon started drinking heavily, and was given an ultimatum by the band to either quit drinking or go to rehab. Raynor would tell Chorus.fm, "The best way for me to put it is that everything got kind of haywire in my personal life, and in the band, and with Mark and Tom. They wanted different things than me, and at the same time our friendship was put to the test," adding that he doesn't talk to his ex-bandmates anymore, saying, "Our friendship was put to the test and it kind of failed, but we went down our different paths, which to me was the right one. They were doing things they wanted to that I wouldn't have done, and vice versa." He would go on to say, "I have no problem with success on that level, just not in that way. Music turned into music business, and I wasn't ready to deal with the game. And I was always the one saying, let's go this way. They wanted to go that way, and so did everyone else surrounding the band, so guess who got kicked overboard," he'd say. The band's history with Raynor is thought to have inspired the song Man Overboard that appeared on their follow-up album 1999's Enema of the State. Raynor would add in the same interview he wanted to keep playing smaller clubs, touring in a van, and didn't want to get any bigger and wasn't comfortable with everything that came with being in a bigger, more recognized band. Since his dismissal from Blink-182, Raynor's kept pretty busy playing in a number of other bands throughout the years. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. Once again, rock and roll your stories. Take care.